Hello everyone, we are here to solve physics national exam papers from previous years. The first question here: identify symbolic diagram that represent a simple electric circuit element called bulb. Particularly, we are asked which one of the following represent the bulb. So first of all, what is simple electric circuit, and what are the other elements there? This is what simple electric circuit looks like. So as you see here, switch is there. Okay, this is open, that means it's off, and there will be battery. The symbol for battery will be as you see here, and there will be wire, and at the same time bulb, and resistor is not shown here. When the resistor is shown, it might be plotted at some point. So accordingly, the choice A, it is switch, and the choice B is resistor. It's not shown in the simple circuit. And choice C, it is a bulb, as you see, and choice D, it is a battery. So which one is the answer? Obviously it is C. The next question, it says sound is produced by series of vibration of dash in a musical instrument such as drum, and see the choice: wooden box, string, membrane, and human hand, it says. So when you read the statement, it says musical instrument. So which one possibly will be musical instrument? I mean, human hand and wooden box doesn't work this time. So the answer must be either string or membrane. But string, mostly it is working in guitar. So you need to remember this statement or this definition. It says the membrane of a drum vibrates to produce sound. In a drum, what vibrates? The membrane vibrates. Similarly, the string of guitar vibrates to produce sound. So in case of guitar or other, not necessarily only guitar, there are other musical instruments like sitar also. The vibration of string will give us the sound. So in case of drum, what vibrates? The membrane. So the answer necessarily will be B. The next question: we have a collection of 20 quintals of teff flour and 500 kilogram of wheat flour in our school store for the school feeding program. The total mass of both the teff and the wheat flour in the store is equal to dash tons. That means, what is the objective of this question? Even from when you read the statement, just to change the quintal to ton and the kilogram also into ton. So 1 quintal is how many ton, or 1 ton how many quintals, and 1 ton how many kilogram, or 1 kilogram how many tons. Try to recall this thing. So if you can recall, 1 ton is equal to 1000 kilogram, and 1 quintal is equal to 100 kilogram. So let us try to connect it. So 20 quintals, how many kilogram? First let's change the quintal into kilogram, and then we are going to add with the 500 kilogram, then we are going to change it into ton. So the 20 quintal, I mean 1 quintal is equal to 100 kilogram, means the 20 quintal will be how many kilogram? By crisscross multiplication, the x value will be 2000 kilogram. So the total mass that we have, the total will be the 2000 plus 500. It's going to be 2500 kilogram. We do have all this much. I will repeat once. We have 20 quintal, we have to change it into kilogram. What did I do? Since 1 quintal is equal to 100 kilogram, the 20 quintal is going to be how much? By crisscross multiplication, okay, x times 1, you know, it's x, into 20 times 100 will be 200. 200 what? Kilogram. I mean 2000. So the total mass that we have is 2000 plus 500, which is 2500 kilogram. But what is asked? We are asked to change into ton. Again, remember the second formula here. 1 ton is equal to 1000 kilogram. So 1 ton, if it is equal to 1000 kilogram, what will be the 2500 kilogram? We can say it y. Then by crisscross, or you know, the process, it's going to be division here, obviously. We'll divide 2500 by 1000. So the y value will be 2500 over 1000. When you make, that means you can cancel the 2 zeros here. When you cancel 2 0, 25 over 10 means it is the same as 2.5 ton. So the answer obviously will be D. Okay, the next question. The next question, it says, an object in motion continues moving with constant speed in a straight line if no external force is acting on it, according to which Newton law? First law, second law, third law, or Earth's gravity law? Earth's gravity, it says. There are choices. Again, I will repeat it. An object in a motion continues its moving with constant speed in a straight line if no external force is acting on it. Remember Newton first law. Try to recall what does Newton first law says, second law says, and third law says. So Newton first law says a body at rest will remain at rest, and a body in motion will remain in motion unless it is acted upon by an external force. So obviously this answer will be first law, so the answer will be A. Because as you see here, what does Newton first law says? A body at rest will remain at rest, and a body in motion will remain in a constant speed unless some unbalanced force acted on it. But second law, what does it say? The force acting on an object is equal to the mass of the object times its acceleration. You know, force is equal to mass times acceleration. This is law of motion. And third law, it says for every action there is an equal and opposite reaction. So the third law we call it action and reaction, action and reaction. And the second law we call it law of motion. And I mean the second law, yeah. The first law we call it law of inertia, because the larger the mass, it need the larger the force. So simply we can say this image shows you Newton's law, first law, second law, and third law. As you see in the first law, there is no force acted. So object is at rest. What you see, the first object is one. If it is at rest, it will remain at rest. Or if it is in motion, it will continue in motion. No external force applied. But second law, there is an object and there is an applied force. So if there is a force, that means the object is in motion, at the same time it will accelerate if there is unbalanced force. The third law, as you see, there are two objects, they are moving in opposite direction, so that means they are going to collide, and that means there will be action and reaction force. So try to remember always what means what does first law, Newton first law states, second law, and third law. These are the three laws. Next question. The dimension of rectangular block are measured 2 cm by 3 cm and 6 cm. You can try to remember, like you can try to draw the rectangular block. It is a 3-dimensional figure actually. So it looks like this one. So this rectangular block, it measured by 2, 3 and 6 cm. With its mass, the mass of it is given to you 27 kilogram, I mean gram. The density of the block is equal to, we are asked the density, rho. Remember, density is equal to mass times mass over volume. Remember this formula. So what's mass? It's given to you 27 gram over, what about the volume? The volume of this rectangular prism is base area times height, or length times width times height, we can say. So the volume will be 2 times 3 times 6, all of them are in centimeters, so we can multiply 2 times 3, 6, 6 times 6 will be 36 centimeter cube. So I can write here 36 centimeter cube. Now we can simplify. When we simplify, we can simplify by 9, this will be 3, this by 9, it's going to be 4. 3 divided by 4, obviously you can divide and check it, it will be 0.75. So I can write it, the answer will be 0.75 gram per centimeter cube. If you are confused how to divide 3 by 4, 3 divided by 4 will be, first you have to put 0 point and then give 0 here. 7 times 4 is 28. The remainder 2 I can give 0 5 times. It will proceed in that way. So anyways, from this question, what do you understand? First of all, what's asked? Density. And state the formula. What is density? Density is equal to mass over volume. So as you see the choice, all of them they contain gram per centimeter cube. So gram, the unit will be just G. You can take it as just G per centimeter cube. And the volume is not directly given, but since it is a rectangular block, it will be the dimensions are given to you. Rectangular block means it's a prism, so it has length and it has width and it has height. This is the same as height, this is length, and this is going to be the width. So volume will be length times width times height. Try to recall this formula again. Then you can get the volume, and then you can divide and then simplify. Finally the answer is going to be B. Let us continue. The next question, it says, according to the law of energy conservation, energy can be dash, it says. There are blank. So according to the law of energy conservation, the law of energy conservation says energy cannot be created nor destroyed, but it can be transformed or it can be converted from one form to another, it says. So we cannot create energy or we cannot destroy energy. Energy will be transferred from one form to another form. For example, if you remember a pendulum swinging, sometimes it will be at the top here, and sometimes it will be at the bottom, and again at the top. It is swinging continuously, because at this position the energy will be totally converted into potential energy. At the bottom it's going to be changed into kinetic energy, because at the bottom there will not be height. The height will be 0, so the total energy will be kinetic energy at the bottom. Again, when it goes to up here at the height h, it will be potential energy, gravitational potential energy. So at the top and at the bottom, the potential energy and the kinetic energy will be the same, but at the middle of them there will be both exist. It depends on the height. Therefore energy is transforming from one form to another form, from gravitational potential energy into kinetic energy, but cannot be destroyed in any forms. So which one is the answer? According to the laws of energy conservation, energy can be created. No. Energy cannot be created but can be destroyed. Again, no. It says can be destroyed. A, it says can be created. No. C, neither be transformed nor be created. No. Again, it can be transformed, but it says neither be transformed. And D, neither be destroyed nor created. Yes, the answer is going to be D. It says, which one of the following is grouped under non-contact force? So at this time, try to remember or try to recall what are contact force and what are non-contact force. So most commonly, non-contact force are known. What are they? Magnetic force, as you see here, magnetic force, and electric force, and gravitational force. These three, most commonly, they are non-contact. Remember, for example, gravitational force. If you are at the top of the roof, and if you fail, or because there will be gravitational attractional force, but there is no contact with the ground. You are on the roof, but when you fall, because there is a force, downward force. If you throw a pencil up, the pencil will get back down to the ground because there will be force. But we cannot see that. I mean, there is no contact between the pencil and the ground at the beginning when you throw, but it's getting back to the ground because of gravitational attraction force is non-contact force. Electric force the same, and magnetic force. But non-contact force are many. So which one is there from non-contact? The answer obviously will be C. Frictional force, it is contact force, elastic force, and buoyant force. All of them will be contact force. So the answer is going to be C. The next question, it says an object of mass 500 kg is accelerating uniformly in a straight line. What would be its kinetic energy when its velocity is 30 meters per second? Here it's a matter of formula. Remember, kinetic energy. Kinetic energy is half times mass times the velocity square. This is a formula. So which is equal to half times the mass is also given to you. How many? It's 500 kilogram will be multiplied. The V is 30 meter per second. Square it. So you can simplify by 2, 1 this by 2, 250. So what left? It's going to be 250 kilogram multiplied with 30 square is 900 meter square per second square. So when you multiply, what will be the result? When you multiply, it's going to be 225,000 joule. The unit of energy now, it's joule. How do you multiply? You can ignore the zeros, the last zeros, and then multiply 9 by 25. So what to do? 9 times 5 will be, it's 45. Write 5 and 4 up here. Again, 9 times 2 will be 18. 18 plus 4 is going to be 22. Then the ignored zeros or the omitted zeros will be written at the end. So that it's going to be 225,000 joule. But it's not found in the choice in this form. But the choice contains kilo, so that means you have to divide by 1000. Kilo means 1000. So if you divide by 1000, the 30 will be omitted, because dividing by 1000 means it will cancel the 3 zeros, because 225 000, if you divide by 1000, what will happen? The 3 zeros will be cancelled. So 225 kilojoule will be the answer. The answer is going to be A. The next question, it says, using a single fixed pulley for lifting objects has an advantage of, what? A, multiplying effort. B, multiplying energy. C, changing effort direction. And D, changing the effort. Remember, single fixed pulley and how does it works. This is how it looks. Single fixed pulley. So the object will be found here. The object is here and the effort will be here. Someone can pull downward, but the force that you are going to apply will be the same as the object load. That means force will not be multiplied here. So as you see the statement, it says this pulley provides the user with directional advantage. Only directional advantage. You can pick it up. This object can be raised up. You are standing on the ground and you are just pulling down, but the object is moving up. So your effort is changing. There will be an effort downward here, and there will be an effort also here, letting or move the object upward. So the load is moving up. So there will be a directional advantage, allows you to pull down. So allowing someone to pull down to lift the load up direction. So that multiplying effort, no. Multiplying energy, this one completely doesn't work. No machine will multiply energy, no. C, changing effort direction, obviously this is what we discuss. Changing the effort, no, the effort will not be changed, the effort will be the same. So is mechanical advantage provide with this system? No mechanical advantage. The effort needed to lift this load is equal to the weight of the load. They are the same. The weight of the load and the effort will be the same. So the answer obviously C. Let us go to the next question. The next question, it says, which one of the following is among the factors affecting pressure in liquid at rest in a container? Pressure in a liquid means consider like any cylinder, and there will be any liquid. It might be water or any other liquid. So if you put two different objects in different level, what will be the pressure on those objects? So first of all, pressure in a liquid means, remember the formula for pressure in liquid at rest. Pressure is equal to rho gh. Rho means the density, g means gravitational gravity, and h is the height or the depth. So as the height increase, the pressure increase because product. So that means the height affect an object at the bottom and an object at the middle, where which one have higher pressure? The one which is at the bottom, because the depths matter. For example, the depth from the topper to here, it might be 10 meter, let's say. Actually 10 meter is exaggerated, but consider like that in a well. Okay, let's say it 10 centimeter, yeah, better, 10 centimeter. And another object, it might be 6 centimeter. So multiplying by 10 or multiplying by 6 will be larger, obvious, it's by 10. So the depth matters. From the formula you can discuss this issue. Pressure is equal to rho gh. So the h matters. The other one, the density. Okay, you know, different liquids, they do have different density. For example, water and oil, they don't have the same density. If the liquids are the same, only the height will affect. So the pressure will be affected because of the density and the height. So if you see this statement, it says factors affecting the pressure in a liquid. The pressure in a liquid depends on the depth of the liquid. The deeper the liquid, the higher the pressure, you know. The second one, density of the liquid. The more dense the liquid, the higher the pressure at particular depths. So shape of container doesn't affect. Either thinner container or any wider, doesn't matter. So let us see the choice now. The shape of the container, no, doesn't affect. The depth from the top of the liquid, yes. The size of the container, again, the size of the container doesn't affect. Volume of the container, even the container doesn't affect us. Shape, volume, or the size of the container doesn't affect. What affects? Either the depth or the density. So what is mentioned here is the depth. So these are some of the questions that I prepared for today. I will get back with another video. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe.